morning, but we're back on the road. I got about a week off. I have to participate in the wedding, and then we hit the road and go up to Bristol, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina. And then we're back up in Kentucky at the end of the month, and a couple Tennessee shows, and I believe Chicago.
Awesome. Now, before I let you go, also I want to mention to you that, first I want to mention to you that, again, I'm in the Phoenix area, and John is down in the Fort Myers, Naples area of Florida. So if you ever hit either of those two markets, give us a shout, because we'd like to come out and meet you in person, to hear you in person too. So keep that in mind. I want to mention that I have, among other pages, like you, I'm all over social media, but I have a page on Facebook that is there specifically for guests on the show to use to post their music, new releases, tour information, anything you want to share with your listeners and fans. That's what it's there for. You can find it real easy. Just search, do a Facebook search of The David Bowers, and it'll pop up there. Feel free to post your stuff on there, and I have a tendency to take from that and spread it around a few other places too. So we'll get the word out there for you. You are now a member of the family of the David Bowers Awards, so we always have a place for you, and you always have a home with us. Absolutely, our pleasure.
We appreciate you. I mean, hey, listen, we're just as excited as you may be to be on the show. That's how excited we are to have you on. I mean, I know that I speak for David, and with all of our guests, I mean, we really consider it an honor that you're giving us your time and your energy to not only pitch your music, but by doing so, you also give validity to this program, and that's kind of what makes our blood flow.
Well, I appreciate you guys, and I really appreciate you supporting independent music, because I think that's the lifeblood of America right now in terms of the music scene, is the independent artists who continue to create the original sounds, regardless of genre, independent from genre, just guys who go out there and young ladies who go out there and try to make a name for themselves with original music. And we appreciate you guys' support. We really do.
And we appreciate you, especially since you've already put in a long day. Thank you again so much, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brad Keller.
Thank you, folks. Appreciate it.
And his new album, The Sentence, which is available all over the place right now. And here is another track from the album, Time's the Enemy.
You say I gotta move on. It's way too late, I'm gone. Being like the coastline in a hurricane. Truth be told, I never had a chance. Could never escape those brilliant hands. Fine as a surgeon, strong as a train. There's nothing remains. Since you played blue every night, I get my fill, but I still survive. The bootlegs are my Bible, death is my creed. Every week I honor the pain. To make it real, I must do it again. And shed the skin of rebirth, recovery. This time's the enemy. When I envision your eyes, eternal gaze can paralyze. I'm trapped in a moment I can't escape. Nothing will ever be the same. vibrations releasing hands can poison the blood of the land, tilling the soil, the seeds of apathy. I pull the highway, I ain't got no home. The asphalt's my solace and stronghold. I dream of your face, 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 I dream of your face.
That's Brad Heller. The song is Time's the Enemy from his brand new album, The Sentence, not to be confused with a paragraph. Check him out, and as we do with all of our guests, we encourage you to contact them, follow them on social media, write them, tell them what you like and don't like about their music. They'd love to hear from you because you are, well, you're their job, their future, and you're the reason they do what they do. So stay in touch with these artists. They'd love to hear from you. And don't forget, if you have an artist or if you are an artist that you think should be on our show or have your music played, drop us a line. We meet some of the greatest artists that way, and we love to be able to share new artists and their music with our listeners. Drop us a line, David@TheDavidBowers.com, and we'll be happy to look it over. If you can, send us a link to some of the music and maybe a short bio so we know who we're talking to and what we're talking about, because it's always better if we know what we're talking about, which we don't always know what we're talking about, but we try. And we love presenting new artists to you. That doesn't require any remarks from the legendary John Bon Jovial. I want to thank Brad for being with us, and also thank our next guest, who is a return guest. She was on the show, I don't remember exactly when, but it was probably too long ago, because she's a lovely young lady, and we are looking forward to talking to her. We previewed this song a few weeks ago, and this is the title of her current album. She'll be here to talk with us in just a few minutes. Queen of the Castle. Here's Diana Rein.
what you're doing, 'cause you waste my time. I'm the queen of my castle, queen of my castle. I'm the queen of my castle, and you'll never be king. You can talk all you want, your request is gonna be denied. You can talk all you
Queen of my castle. That's Diana Rein, and here she is right now. Hello, Diana.
Hi, how are you?
Doing fine, thank you. So glad to have you come back and see us again.
Yes, so happy to be back.
And what a great song you've got there, Queen of My Castle. Great sound. We previewed it, I don't know, was it
a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah. And liked it, so did the listeners, and we said, got to get her back on. It's been too long since she was here before. What's been going on since you were here before?
Wow, a lot. So many great things, including the album that came out in June on June 21st. But prior to that, I got signed to Gulf Coast Records, and the founders of that label are Mike Zito and Guy Hale, based out of Texas, of course. That's where Mike Zito is based, and I'm working with a great booking agent now, so things are really coming together.
Awesome. That is great news. And have you been doing some appearances too?
Shows, yeah. I did my CD release party, and coming up I have a show at Alva's showroom in San Pedro, and I'm really excited because on October 19th, Gulf Coast Records is presenting the Mike Zito and his big band Gulf Coast Records Fest. And so Mike Zito's going to play, I'm going to play, Jimmy Carpenter, Odds Lane, Billy Price, and Tony Vanilla. So it's going to be a great night. It's going to be at Knuckleheads in Kansas City. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to the Blues Cruise, too. That's going to be at the end of October.
I was hoping you would get into mentioning the whens and where. Now, going back first to the one in Kansas City is when?
That one is October 19th.
Okay, and the Blues Cruise is when?
The Blues Cruise is October 26th out of San Diego. And then Alva's showroom is in San Pedro, California. That's this Sunday coming up.
Yeah, you got a busy couple of weeks coming up right there.
Yeah, and I want to be busier.
Well, it sounds like you're on the path to do that. Now, tell us a little about the album Queen of My Castle. Some of the music that you have had in there. You write some of this, right?
Yes, I wrote the album, and then I had Michael Leisure produce the album. He's Walter Trout's drummer, and he's also a friend. And at first I asked him to play drums on the album, and he said that would be great. And then we got together, and he started helping me arrange the album. And then that turned into producing the album. So we had a lot of great fun doing that, and it took about, I'd say, 16 months from start to finish due to our schedules and getting together and making the time to get together and finish it all. And then Lincoln Clapp, he mixed and mastered the album. And I found him because one day I was just thinking, I wonder who